And what's she gonna know?
A woman handle this
I don't
one.
even know if she's heard of rats.
You don't think she's heard of what a rat is?
Nope. You should ask her first. Have you heard of a rat?
Hey,
Maya, I'm on the Yard podcast and I am in a 1v3 and I'm hoping you'll back me up.
I'm not against you.
all right. Probably won't.
Okay.
Ask her if she's
cat.
heard of rats.
Have you heard of what rats are?
What a rat is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised.
That's
yeah.
a good start. Second
a good
one,
start.
this is the real one. Outdoor cats, good or bad?
So bad.
Why?
Why? They just kill the rats and rats suck.
bad. No, they're like big time invasive species in so many places. They kill like between 1 and 2 billion birds a year.
But,
and they're really bad.
But
So the
explain what I
The
said.
argument they brought up to me that I didn't know how to defend was
Say how I said it.
why is the bird losing to the cat? They can just fly away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Huh?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're just not good at it. There was a bird in New Zealand. It was a flightless wren, and it went extinct in like 2 years because of a cat that they brought to the island.
One cat?
He was
One
fucking.
cat. His name was Tibbles, or her name was Tibbles, and she had babies, and there were a bunch of cats, and then the bird was extinct.
Wow.
Do you naturally not like cats because you're like a bird person?
No, I love cats.
That's complex.
Is there an animal you hate?
No.
Okay, well then.
What if it was a racist animal?
Yeah, what if it was a racist animal?
We're past the question now, guys.
No, not really.
Would you hate a racist animal?
Are rats racist?
I don't think they can be.
Wow.
What if I made one? What if I gave it cheese every time I looked at a white person?
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Maya. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cats are bad.
Thank you. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Maya.
Thanks, Maya.
Goodbye.
Hey,
Now that guy's a
he can
landlord.
get a fucking loan. He's
Yeah.
not a landlord.
He's a landlord. Doesn't
Literally
that
not.
suck?
He's not a landlord.
He's
It's just
he's
not.
actually no. Sorry, you're right. You're right. He's a
He's slave to
slumlord.
landlord. He's not that
Not
either.
that.
That is just a different word for a landlord, no?
His on the Twitter, he says not a landlord. That's to throw you off the scent.
Uh-huh.
Factually not a landlord.
Slumlord.
Is it?
We don't know.
Just is it?
We don't know he's not a landlord. We just know what
I
he
think
is.
a landlord is someone who owns land is the lord of it. I don't think he has any land.
He
I
could
don't
be
mean
a landlord.
I don't mean to take shots at this guy. I don't know if this guy's got any land.
No land.
What is he the lord of?
No land, Jerry. You can't just call him a landlord.
He's got no land.
He doesn't even rent land.
What's he lording
He lives
over?
in an apartment.
What's he lording over?
I'm a landlord, not even a lord. Don't have any land.
Thank you.
That's not bad.
and then Kramer just says the N word and scene.
Oh my god.
Dude, that has dropped off fast.
Saying the N word.
Seinfeld was like,
That shit, low key, not even cool anymore.
Would you suck a man's penis to save Coots' life?
Yes.
yeah.
Wait, am I part of it?
It's his penis. He's like, yeah, he would. Yeah.
Well, has Nick blow dried his hair?
Would you suck a man's penis every day for Coots to live?
Every single the day you stop, Coots.
Stop Coots dies.
Actually, no. Better question. Okay. So you gotta suck a man's penis.
Yeah.
First, we're just gonna get that out of the way. It's not part of
Is
this.
this
You just gotta do it.
This is
okay?
the Nick Fuentes Twitter thing?
Oh yeah, that would you suck off every ape to
it's
save
Matt
one
Walsh.
human?
It's Matt
Yeah,
Walsh.
yeah.
He's like, I would kill every animal to save one human life. And they're like, well, would you suck all the animals' penises? And then
To save one human. I don't think he answered. He
did not answer.
Oh shit.
It's just shocking how little he
All
cares
right.
about human life.
A penis is presented to you once a day,
Like in a bento box.
and it can actually be the penis of your choice or your dreams.
It can be with the one you've
It
dreamed
can be the
of.
one that you've dreamed of.
Okay, all right.
For every day you do not suck it to completion, a day is removed from Coots' life.
Wow.
Okay, so Coots does not just die.
Dude, he's min-maxing.
So how often, if ever, are you sucking that, John?
So basically, every day I don't suck is 2 days she has lived instead of one. So this is effectively having her lifespan if I never suck a dick.
Yep.
Yes.
Do I know how long she's going to live?
No.
No.
Yeah, it makes it tough.
Yeah, because there are weeks where no sucking will happen, and there are weeks where extraordinary amounts of sucking will happen because he can get it in.
Yeah, he can get it in. He got
You
the
can
time
get
for
it. What he's just feeling it some weeks?
No, he can pencil in the suck.
Can I do multiple a day? Can I stack them?
You could stack, 100%, bro. Let him stack.
It depends what the refract period is. You have to wait for cooldown. You can't just go.
I thought it could be any person.
No, but you can't. Well, you pick your guy.
Get
you
10
got
fucking
one
guys
guy.
there.
You want 10 guys? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Whatever. You get 10 guys.
Thank
You
you.
have a
Man.
roster?
You get the bullpen.
But what I'm
What,
saying
can
is,
she be-
what I'm
can-
saying
can
is,
I
you
make-
can't go for a strat where he busts an awesome load,
in your mouth.
and then
doesn't have to be.
and then when he's not capable of doing it again, you get another one, and you can't sneak one with the dry
is
load.
crass.
It's like resetting your auto in League.
Yeah, I think you brought it up.
Crass. I really didn't.
I think you
Well,
brought
okay,
it.
fine. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, okay.
All right, Ludwig.
Do you
What do you want to talk
The
about?
smell of flowers. I've been thinking about that a lot recently.
What
It's
have you
so
been
nice.
thinking about
It
lately?
smells good. I like the flowers.
I just feel like you should answer the fucking question.
His life is on the line.
you're on that too.
Your baby cat that you
So
love.
okay, will she die of natural causes regardless?
She'll die whatever the way she's destined to die is.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if
She could
if
get
I
run
suck
over.
a million penises in one day.
She's immortal.
Okay, so there you
Oh,
go.
so you can add on.
You can go over the limit.
Forever?
You can break damage limit here.
So let's say Coots is going to live another 300 days.
So here's the answer. I don't suck a single penis.
Why?
The day I see her looking ill,
You suck all the penis.
I suck all the penis.
You start sucking as much. Dude,
Sucking for the cure.
Yeah. I
The
suck
race for the cure.
I suck for the cause, for the cure. and then she's immortal, and then I never have to suck again.
dude, and it's a fucked up like P-Hub live stream where you're just sucking.
Why is it a live stream? What the
Because
fuck?
you might as well
Live.
monetize
Well,
it.
you may as well
Why?
be live.
Why not? You're
Yeah.
Ludwig.
This would all be under wraps.
Really?
It'd all be under wraps, yeah.
Yeah, he still wants brand deals.
We get
The
sponsored.
minute he does porn, a lot of those get pulled under the rug.
We wouldn't be able to work with.
You don't think Red Bull still
happened
gets
with
behind
Amaranth.
you?
Don't
for
name
porn?
sponsors specifically, probably in this instance, but yeah.
That happened with Amaranth. What was that bidet company that was going to manufacture the bidets?
Oh, yeah.
And then they thought she was like a porn
Tushy?
star. Yeah, and then they were like, you know what? This isn't really tushy value. And
Yeah.
it's like, your product is the name of an ass.
Yeah.
Porn isn't as crass as putting stuff in your butt like a bidet does.
Oh, there's a Venn
That
diagram
is also
there.
porn.
It's cleaning your ass.
Cleaning your ass isn't porn. It's learning.
can be.
It's learning. It's
Every day, if you want it to be, it
Cleaning
can
poop
be.
out of your ass is more gross than porn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, because it's
depends
getting
on the porn.
clean.
It depends on the porn,
Hold
Aidan.
on. You walk into Times Square, LED giant screen,
Yeah.
people fucking, you looking at somebody's asshole with poop on it. Which would you rather see?
He visibly reeled
It's
back.
so crass.
I mean, the answer's obvious.
It's a real gay son thought daughter situation.
Yeah.
It's, if anything, you should be losing sponsors because of your support for bidets.
It's really.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he's
Really,
trying to
because we
clean
don't
up all the
live stream the
butts.
bidets. It's a difference between bidets and porn. Porn is publicized.
The first sour bidet.
You know what's not banned? Hey, petless. Y'all couldn't handle a pet.
Petless, but I pet it.
Yuck.
Y'all couldn't.
Just fucking.
Yeah, I did yuck.
Yuck.
And after what you said about Jamie Lee Curtis,
Hold on.
that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Why am I
It
the
is
enemy?
crazy.
It's
'Cause
only,
what you said was yuck, but what you said was also yuck.
you get to say yuck.
You know, I just wanted to say the word fingering. It's funny to me.
I'm tired of this shit.
Y'all actually couldn't handle a pet. I believe that.
You don't think we,
I could obviously handle
No,
a
you
pet.
couldn't.
I would just
You
end up,
fucking couldn't
I would
for
just
sure.
end up loving it and
No,
be like,
you
my
wouldn't.
life is different
All right,
now.
guys, we all go home with an egg.
What does handling a pet mean?
We see who comes back with the egg.
Like taking care of it, loving it, protecting it for the entire tenure of its life.
Do people with opioid addictions take care of their pets?
Yeah, they love their pets. They're better pet owners than you'd be.
Well, okay, Aidan is an outlier
Aidan's
because
an outlier 'cause he hates-
The second he'd have to pick up poop, he'd put a 44 Magnum in his dog's mouth.
Yeah.
I
He'd kill it and he'd be like, actually, the dog likes it.
The rats.
That is a really good argument.
It is really. It
did
is.
pick up
I
a
picked up
rat.
the
But
dead
he does it because it's
steak
icky.
rats.
Well, for us, we think about the rat's life and how sad that is, and we don't want to touch it. He is just like, oh, thank God it's dead. I get to throw it away.
You like it. You're
I
into
get
serial
to
killer shit.
eradicate the earth of it.
So he's doing such a nice thing for everyone here. He's such a sick interpretation.
Also, Yingling should be taking care of the rats. That's just the hierarchy.
Yeah, that's just the hierarchy.
oh, that's so sick too.
Yeah, because I think England would take a bite,
Papa gets a bite.
like a factor meal.
Can I ask something that might be a bit of an overstep?
Sure.
Is your girlfriend's mom beautiful? And there's still like a thing.
Yeah. Married.
Okay. Yeah. She's still
God
married.
bless that.
Happily?
Doesn't that name even mean beautiful?
Happily?
In some language.
I think she's happy.
Great.
You know,
That's
with her,
great.
With
That's
she
great.
wouldn't.
That's
I'm happy.
love.
And
You're
if she's
happy.
ever-
You're
and if she-
happy for her.
If she's ever not happy,
If she wasn't happy, what would you want?
If
I
she
would
wasn't happy, I want her to be happy, and I want to be a part of that happiness.
Right.
Can I say it?
the last one you shouldn't have said.
In some cosmic way.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Maybe she listens to the
There we go.
show.
Maybe through
Is
prayer.
it, you don't even know this. Is it just because it's a mother? Why this woman?
Because his girlfriend is beautiful, so her mom might be beautiful.
Okay, that's the weird reason,
Why?
What?
isn't it?
I don't think the gum guy's being weird.
It's a weird. If you met my girlfriend and you were like, wow, nice girlfriend, what's the mom like? I think I would feel strange.
I think I've asked this.
Dude, he definitely has.
What's her mom like?
He's like, it's like, now let's see the mother.
And now I'm worried if you don't ask me what the mom's like.
Yeah.
And that's what you should be worried about. And that's exactly it. If I'm not
He
asking,
doesn't ask.
because I've asked, dude. I think when Cutie like
Famously, we're safe on my end.
when Cutie brought up her sisters, I was like,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
He turns to the swollen side of his face with a smile.
He's using.
the swollen side is
Make
the
sure you
goon
send a
commander.
picture of my good side.
I'm getting punished.
The swollen side is the goon commander, and the other side is Slime.
You can't control that side.
Batman.
What about your sister? Are your sisters coming?
You want to know I got these scars?
Well, no, I got these scars, just surgery.
Well, the goon commander gets curious.
So I'm
Really
glad
bad.
you just farted and wore it. Yeah.
It's just where your mouth is.
It's low.
It's like,
it was.
come on.
Can you think of a worse spot?
Nick did say you farted in my chair,
Yeah.
and then Slime said, "No, it's just where your mouth would be."
Yeah. He's been consistent on this for like 7 years.
Like I've
Does
said,
that make it right?
say what you will.
I'm defending you.
Don't lie on my name. You tried to lie on my name. I would never fart in your chair. That's barbaric.
Don't lie on this.
Do you
I'll
think that's,
fart-
do you think that's wait? So you think that's worse to fart in someone's chair?
Yeah, because that's their property.
Well,
Is my
Lord
mouth
knows.
on my
I
property?
fart where your mouth would be. I didn't fart in your mouth.
The issue
Your
is if you-
fart's surely going to do more damage to his mouth than it would to the chair.
If he sits down in it,
Well, no, because the issue with Nick is he never washes his pants.
he doesn't.
So if you fart in his chair,
How are we gonna make this about me?
Because you shit your pants once and you didn't even put them in the freezer.
No shade to Vinnie Hacker, of course, because he's a beautiful person. But my girlfriend looked at me and went, ugh.
Wow.
And I was like, you don't have to do that.
And that's
yeah.
I was like, you don't have
It's
to.
fine. You don't have to.
I'm like, we're good. We're good.
She was like, I didn't like when they're strong and tall.
his jawline is just too defined. It's
I'm like, shorty, we're good.
This
Yeah.
will happen if you are bald and you date somebody because they will automatically assume you're self-conscious about it. I've been bald for a while now, but you know,
Since 14, right?
if I was 14,
what do they do? They got so much hair. Ugh.
dude, kind of.
Too much hair.
They'll like,
Up there.
they'll like without prompting be like, you know, I like it. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm fine. I promise.
I'm
I'm
fine.
I
fine.
would
You
hate
like
to.
it, yeah.
I would hate to run my fingers through that.
Yeah.
That Vinnie Hackers.
God, I wonder what conditioner you use. It's probably a gross one.
What I'm saying is, if I was a substitute teacher, I would have gum surgery and I'd mess up my words.
yeah.
And I would be ready to handle that.
The goon professor.
I think it's fucking really hard.
All right, everyone, welcome to
Teacher right
class.
Look at Goon 101. We're going to go over a lot of simple concepts in this class.
No, Goon 401.
You'll notice there are smart boards on every wall.
We have hacking smart boards for nefarious purposes.
Vegan accepts except for eggs and like some meat because he likes it.
That's fair. I'm not even exaggerating. I think that's a fair way
That
to
is
be
the
vegan.
best vegan you can be.
You may not like it.
And sometimes you like it.
But he's vegan.
But he's
Yeah,
vegan.
but I think it's fine if you're vegan. Maybe you just
But you
like,
eat it.
You like it. You
I'm
like
vegan,
it.
but I eat meat.
I'm dead ass. I like meat.
I like it.
But I'm vegan and I eat meat.
Have a couple carve outs.
Yeah, dude.
I'm vegan except Big Macs. That's chill.
Yeah.
That'd be a
And also
crazy
all meat. What carve out?
Okay, that might be too much of a
Also
carve
all
out.
meat.
Might be too big.
But
of
I
a
like
carve-out.
it.
Like you're about to grow horns.
Yeah.
Your
They're coming out.
girlfriend sent me a picture.
Yeah.
She said you got Botox.
Can you tell the difference?
That's funny. She just lied.
Did you?
Dude, I did.
What?
Yeah.
See?
I thought it would be funny.
Isn't that weird?
Wait, so you have Botox
I
right
can't
now?
like look, I'm trying to move my forehead up.
Why did you get Botox? What the fuck is happening?
It was free. I tried
That's
anything,
crazy,
tried anything
bro.
once.
Wait, this is awesome.
It was
I would-
free?
Yeah, she was.
Does it look different?
Wait, so hold on. So was your girlfriend getting Botox? Like, how would you end up at the Botox place?
Yeah,
it was,
because
it
her.
was a BOGO.
Yeah, well, it's
BOGO
just
Botox at the
street side
Botox store?
Botox. In Maryland, they have free street side Botox,
You're in Maryland?
and I was in Maryland for Thanksgiving.
And you're getting BOGO Botox
Yeah, I
from
rolled up,
Maryland.
and they sell fruit at the stand, and then they do Botox for
And you're
free if
there.
you want it.
Joe Biden's there. He's getting it.
Me, Joe.
Botox, Joe
Why was it
Biden?
free?
He's the one who told him to pardon Hunter.
I was like, while me and Joe were getting the toxin,
Yeah.
I was like, I think you just go for it.
On your way out, why not?
I think that
Oh
Joe,
my
get
god,
yours.
you have to give Joe so much of it.
this we go high, they go low strategy just isn't working out anymore,
Let's
Joe.
just both go low.
And he's got fucking bugs in his forehead like me.
You know what I say is that no meat that big should be caged.
What did
Oh,
that?
Hunter's meat.
Hunter's
You
penis.
let me think I was talking about.
I thought you were talking
dumb
about Joe
bastard.
Biden's
You can't cage that meat.
He probably has big meat.
and
Where
if
do you think he got it?
Trump gets into office, day one, he was caging that meat. He was making sure the meat stayed
We
caged
should
forever.
have pardoned him on that alone.
Dude, it's like putting a pot roast in like in a little tiny hamster cage and never letting it out. That's what the Hunter Biden in prison is like.
I want to do laundry, but I have an issue with Cutie. That makes it hard.
What is
got an
that?
issue
What's
with
your
you?
issue with her? Air it out.
Which
She will hear this.
I know she'll hear this, and I've told her this.
which of the yard men will you tell?
The
The yard men
what
are
is
here.
the
Put it on.
secret?
Okay, yeah.
the yard council. Yard council helped me. I have an issue.
yard
Yard
magi.
council.
I have an issue
Tell the yard magi.
that we rack up a lot of clothes,
Yeah.
Yeah, famously.
and Cutie found and we use a laundry service.
Yeah,
But do you
I don't-
recall?
I don't like the laundry service.
because they're
They be mixing the clothes.
you don't like
they
when
be mixing the
They
clothes.
be mixing the clothes.
Can you explain more?
It'll
To
be like
the
a stack
council?
of shirts, and it's half Cutie's, half mine,
Right.
and they be mixing the clothes.
And they be
Wait,
mixing it up.
That is your fault.
No. I've sent it in separate bags.
You sent it. Do you include in the instructions?
No, but I'm not
That's
really
your fault.
instruct-
Guys, this is what happens when you have dumb shit money is you just send your clothes off to a school.
They've mixed our clothes.
For the children to
honey.
wash.
Yeah, and then they come back mixed.
Look, and so I thought, well, yeah, I don't have that many clothes. I'll just throw a quick load in.
well, you threw away the Duke Vitro shirt, so yeah, you don't.
This
So-
is the logic thread we're following here. Is like they don't sort the clothes properly at the laundry company. Wow, I could just do the laundry myself, and it's taken and it was a hard 4-year road to get here.
Another classic Ludwig case of they can't do it like me.
Oh my god, I can't do it like that. I do it different. And so
Better even.
And so I do that, and then Cutie brings up a point, which I don't think is invalid, but it puts me at a crossroads where she goes, "You're only doing your load."
Okay.
Oh,
Dude. Yeah.
And I'm like,
she, you know, and I mean this respectfully. She does your loads. She wouldn't ask.
she uses the service. She doesn't do.
No,
she's
done
done my loads.
She would do the load. She's done the loads.
She's done my loads. Yeah.
Wait, she's never refused.
Hold on.
Well, hold up.
What?
No,
I wanna
because
watch
it's
the
not even
verbiage
it's
here.
not even a question. She just does the load without asking.
See, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still passively refuse a load.
She's never thought to just refuse a load.
Think about it. When we all
Ever?
when
And
we all
I
lived
have.
together, and the laundry room was like right in the center of like the house, and we would before the laundry service came, she would do the loads in front of everybody.
Yeah. Well, again, I feel like there's
It was out in broad day,
It
wasn't
was
it?
out. I would
remember
see her
that.
do. She would take your load, and then she would go do it.
Well, Ludwig has a way of making a load feel unrefusable. Now that I think about it.
I don't know if I'd phrase it like that. I've never said don't refuse my load.
You didn't have to say it.
Yeah,
That's the
like
beauty of it.
you cannot say a lot of things,
That's
but
the
still
art.
very much
Because
mean
I
it.
feel like it's a weird to pay like a guy you don't know to do the load for
Oh
you.
yeah, that's not the way.
Here's stranger, receive my load.
Receive
For
it,
money.
please.
For money. And for money. And he'd have to drive all out there. He shows up at the door. He takes the load
And gets money?
and gets
People
money.
who paid for that.
I just feel like.
But then the load comes back mixed.
And then it comes back
all
mixed.
I'm saying is we've gone full circle. It's like we're coming. Cutie was doing the loads. Some random guy was doing the loads. And now you're trying to do your own load, but you're not taking hers.
I'm not taking care of hers.
Yeah.
So what happened? Did you accidentally reinvent doing the laundry together?
What if we had a machine?
And it did it for us, and then we had
But
folding
then all the
time.
clothes would be wet. We need like a second
There's
machine.
gotta be a way to do the second part of the washing of.
Well, hold on. I just hang the clothes up until we find a second machine.
It takes a long time.
The air might.
So I don't like that
Work on
either.
it.
I'm coming back to Nick's strategy,
Which is what?
which is sort and let them know.
What? Wait, what?
Sort the bags.
Yeah, sort and then let them know.
And let them know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Let them know.
You gotta say.
Let them know.
You stand out there with a fucking crowbar.
I gotta let them know. Yeah.
They show up. I let them know.
I let them know. I'll slip like a
You're gonna
Glock
take
in one
my
of the
load
bags.
the way I want it.
I put a gun in one of the bags, and when they open it,
Well, then they get a free gun. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, they'll bring it use on you. Keep your clothes.
What?
Then your
You got
doobie
some
shirt's
expensive
really
clothes.
good.
So
a
hold on.
bag full of guns.
I just want to make sure I'm correct here.
yeah, please.
Because it seems like you gave up on the laundry service.
Yep.
You tried doing laundry.
Yep.
You did your laundry, and Cutie was like, "Why didn't you do mine?" And
Yep.
your solution to this is to go back to the laundry company.
Okay.
That's so badass.
Here's the
You're
thing.
like, God forbid I touch my girlfriend's clothes.
I would know what to do with all
That's
the.
what-
That is gross.
No,
That
no,
is
no.
I
fucking
wouldn't know
gross.
what to do with all the particulars.
What are you
All
gonna do with the
all
particulars?
underwears and such?
All the delicates.
Would you have me touch the delicates?
I don't
touched
wanna
the
handle
delicates.
because then I'll.
Sometimes you got to move the delicates.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Yard Podcast or listening to it. It's Wash Your Monkey Monday. As of
Make
this
sure you
filming.
wash up. Make sure you wash up and keep it clean.
If you don't wash it, you have to wait till next week. So
If
that's
you're
why it's
watching this,
really
get
important.
Botox and post the pics in the subreddit.
And then don't.
Botox.
Get
channel.
Botox. We think you will look better.
Oh,
It
no.
won't come back to bite. Simon Cowell looks hot. Subscribe to the damn YouTube
Right
you
now.
pieces of
Please.
shit.
Please.
All of you fuckers suck.
You